watching ECLECTICKA. I am Michael 7 Michael. We've got Drew. We've got our man Charles. And we've got CC. How you guys doing today?
Good. Well, keeping it pushing onwards as always.
Good.
Yo, this summer is going to be crazy with all the movies that are coming out. Are you guys excited or?
Yes.
Possibly. Depends on which films you're talking about. Some are definitely on my radar. Others I'm just kind of like, avoid it like the plague. And then a few that I'm just like, maybe. So.
Well, I want to be frightened a little bit, and I want to be pushed to fantasize in the whole fantasy world, and I want my sci-fi. So let's start out with horror. What are you looking forward to?
Horror. Well, we did get the new trailer for It that came out this past week, and I gotta say, yeah. If you're afraid of clowns, this is just a forewarning. If any of us, my co-hosts, you guys, if you guys are afraid of clowns, if anyone watching this is afraid of clowns,
don't go see it.
You might want to skip this one because I'm not afraid of clowns, and I'm watching this trailer. I'm just like, from what I'm seeing, this dude's actually pretty legit. I remember Tim Curry in the crappy little made-for-TV movie version of It that they did in like the 80s or the 90s or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, clowns aren't scary. I'm sorry. So this one, what was that you were saying back in the 90s? You were talking that good crap back in the 90s, Drew. How do you like me now? It's legit creepy.
The trailer was a little freaky.
Yeah, it was. And did you guys notice that all the scenes that you saw, it took place with the kids when they're kids? Because in the book and in the film, it switches back and forth between them being adults and them being children. This one seems like it's more focused on just telling the narrative of when they were kids and when they fought it. Did you guys catch that?
Actually scary.
Yeah.
Yes. So in my head, because whenever I watch trailers, I think of where if they're going to try to spawn into a franchise, they might try to start off with them being kids, and then the second film, because the initial It was like a 2-3 part film. It was like 2.5 hours each, and it was played over the course of several nights. If they try to break it up into parts, it could be the first one takes place when they're kids, and the second part takes place when they're adults in the present.
Right.
That could be freaking right. Or whatever year, because I don't think it's supposed to be like.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the trailer. I'm like, okay, brother makes him a little toy paper sailboat. He runs outside, throws it down in the water, and he falls and he smacks his head off the
little dumbass bops his head on the thing.
Then the paper boat goes down into the sewer. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Clown sticks his head up. I'm like, what the heck?
Hey, he's like,
And that's the premise too. They used to the book. And
that's how it is in the book. Yeah, the little brother goes and drops his little stupid toy, his little paper ship, and there's the clown that's hanging out in the thing, and he's like, "Hey, man, we all float down here." Really? Yeah.
That was really
stranger danger to the max, dude. But it looks good. I do like how they go into a little bit of the details behind Derry, which is the town where it takes place. And God, one thing I gotta say, man, logic. You have to be at least 3 times as illogical as the average human to be in a horror film. Because if someone told me, this town has 6 times the national rate of like missing persons and deaths, I'm like, really? Too bad we can't stay. No. See you guys later.
No.
Guys, we're moving. Yeah, this dairy thing isn't gonna work. Yeah. Sorry.
What did you think of the face? Just the face of the new It versus the old one. Crazy.
Way better. Again, practical effects. I think Charles, it Charles? Well, it might have been both of you guys, because Cece, you're a cosplay girl, and Charles, you're into like a lot of the practical effects.
Yeah.
When it comes to like stuff, it just goes to show, man. It gives you a more authentic look when you go with the practical effects and the makeup and stuff. Not everything has to be CG, and CG gets dated super quick now.
Right.
Because technology moves so damn fast.
Right.
And
not only that, but it seems like CG, like it used to be kind of like a filler. You know, kind of like you have your bouquet with the roses, then you got your fillers for this, and that's the CG. But then CG became the roses, and then it was like, ugh.
Exactly. It became,
it looks so fake, and
Funny thing
and I saw it. It looks great, but I'm going on the record letting y'all know I'm not seeing that movie. It's gonna jack me up. No.
We're gonna kidnap CC and make
That's not my type of flick, but I'll go check it out. I'll take one for the team on that one.
Please.
I want to compare it to the original. I remember that the original TV made for TV one. So I'm gonna see. Yeah.
One thing I do hope that they change, though, please don't make him a giant, stupid alien spider at the end. Let's take, if we're gonna take some liberties with the original source material, let's do it now and make him something that's actually scary. He doesn't have to be a giant alien bug. Come on, come on now.
Much. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Learn from your mistakes, people.
Less is more.
Yep.
So, are you guys going to see the remake of Mummy?
You guys go first. I
I
actually got something to say with this one.
I did not kind of see, like, Tom Cruise seems like so cliche. The trailer was just so good. It was so good. It was like, I have to see it. So
They got you, huh?
From the effects to the story, like the storyline and everything, it's kind of like, okay, this is kind of a different take. Like, it's totally different, totally different take on the movie than anything that any of the other mummies that I've seen before.
Brendan Fraser, even the old one with
the original,
the original, the OG one. I don't know what about you. I know you were definitely skeptical too, Charles, when you said
This was my thing. Don't yell at me, Cece. I'm gonna turn the volume down on my mom in a minute. I thought I was watching Mission Impossible when he said.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I just waiting for him to be hanging on the outside of the plane, you know. I'm telling you, man. Have the coffin open up, the mummy coffin. He just pulls off a mask and he's in there. I don't know, man. It could. I'll give it benefit of the doubt. It looks like it could work. It does. The trailer does look good, but the mummy, she looks like the Temptress.
Yeah,
she looks like
she doesn't look very mummy-ish.
Temptress,
Chantress, yeah.
She looks kind of zombie-ish more than mummy-ish.
I think that's just coincidence, but yeah, I did catch those similarities. I honestly, my thing is this: the trailer did look good. I'm not walking in expecting it to be good. Let that be known first. But the trailer did pitch it really well. I do like the fact that there's a lot more emphasis on, I think her name is Aminette. Why she betrayed them, to me, is a lot better of an origin story than, who was the dude from the Brendan Fraser one? Oh my God.
I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
His origin was just, it worked for the film, but I'm banging the Pharaoh's wife low key, and that's why we got caught. Seemed weak to me. The idea that she is being trained and she's not satisfied with her station, so she kills the Pharaoh and they catch her on it and then they curse her, that I love. There's like a legit conflict there.
Right.
It has a little bit more going on than just, we liked sticking parts into each other and that's why we both got killed.
Right.
That seems whack to me. My point of contention for me, they show that Tom Cruise's character, who again, the Mission Impossible theme's playing in my head, he's just walking in just being an alpha male douche. He's like shooting stuff in the pit. And I'm like, bro, this thing has been here for thousands of years. This whole place is not structurally sound. What the F are you doing? They find her. Hey, there's something weird and kind of foreboding in here. Let's dig it up and take it with us.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, she breaks free and he's connected to her some type of way. Did you guys catch that in the trailer? Was that Oscar Isaac in the trailer? Is he in this one? I can't tell if it was Nick from New Girl or if it was Oscar Isaac. But I'm just like, she has plans for you, and I'm like, he's connected to her somehow. So again, the wheels are turning. I'm like, she wants him. Maybe she wants, like, she's sucking the life force out of him. Maybe she wants to take his body so that she can have like a new one. But I'm like, in my head, please don't be the resurrected dude. Please don't be the resurrected Egyptian dude. I will be so pissed if Tom Cruise is like the Pharaoh or something that she killed, resurrected. Yeah. But I also thought maybe this was like a part of the curse. If you raise her up and you're responsible for that, then you're connected to her, which could be cool.
Possibly, yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. See, they raised some interesting questions in the trailer. I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna check it out.
Well, the same executives, the same, what is it? That's Paramount, right? Doing this one?
Is it Paramount or Universal?
No, you know what? I think it's Universal because Universal.
They have all the properties for this, yeah.
Exactly. They own that property as well as Frankenstein, Count Dracula. So we're going to see more of these films.
More of these updated versions.
Updated versions. So how do you guys feel about that?
I don't know about Frankenstein.
I feel some kind of way.
Yeah, or another dragon. Yeah.
Well, I don't.
Yeah. Who you gonna
Silence.
Unless you get George Romero.
Oh
Good
man.
back then.
All right, so let's move to the big thing there. I hope you guys have an opinion on this, a strong one. Attack on Titan. People are saying it. In fact, ironically, when you sent this to me, Drew, people were talking about this today in a conversation I had, and they said it's really not good at all. The live action,
They said that it wasn't good.
the live action version of Attack on
Oh, the
Titan.
live action. Okay, I was about to say check before you go off. I didn't quite hear everything that he said. The live action one, yeah, I heard it was not good. That had nothing to do with the new season that just premiered, which is actually pretty damn awesome. I watched it this morning actually, because I missed it last night. Second season started up, and it looks, it's cheap. Some stuff happens without spoiling anything. In case you guys get into it, there's a different type of Titan. You guys know the world. Everyone's like the remainder of humanity are kind of isolated in these little these little districts that have walls protecting them and stuff. And on the outside, there's these race of beings that they just call Titans, who just really get their kicks off of going Chow's Deluxe on humanity, what's left of us. And in the last season, you found out that there are actually other humans who can turn into Titans, and they've infiltrated the wall, and they're systematically trying to destroy what's left of humanity. The concept is great. It's taken them I don't know how many friggin' years to make the second season, and we finally got it. First episode came out last night, and I was more questions than answers, but I'm really intrigued to see where this goes. It's great.
And this is Netflix?
No, this is the first season is on Netflix. So to answer that question, but they premiered the first episode on Crunchyroll and Funimation, and Toonami, or aka Adult Swim. I believe they will be playing the dubbed version of the series as well. And
so was that subtitled?
No, it'll be dubbed in English.
No, but you saw it in subtitles.
I saw it subtitled.
Yeah, that's the best way, I think, because you don't miss anything with subs.
It depends. It depends. You don't miss anything. You get the actual text. But for me, I kind of like having both, because the dub will take the English language and they adapt it in a way where it makes a little bit more sense to American audiences. So it's a give and take.
Makes me pay attention better when I see the subtitles.
I've heard that before too.
Yeah.
Also, with the dub, you don't miss any of the animation because you're not sitting there trying to read stuff.
Trying to read and do that. No, you just get skilled, man.
You know?
What? You just get good at reading and then reading back up. That's all you can do.
It's like
You know?
multitasking activity.
Or just be cross-eyed and just have one eye on the bottom and then one eye at the top. And then
Right.
That is so funny.
This
So
is
yeah,
a girl I
Dragon
know
Quest II.
who was playing chess and Scrabble at the same time. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
I would just get a headache trying to do that.
But yeah, the live action from across the board, everybody I know that saw it said that it was ass, pure ass. So
Yeah.
0 out of 10.
Definitely. Wow. Donato actually.
So what's up with the now you sent this. What do you want to say about these guys?
Oh, I saw Power Rangers. Yeah, that's right. I saw Power Rangers this weekend. Finally, I'm a week behind. Charles, you'd seen prior.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, Charles, I gotta pose you with a question. You said last time that you weren't impressed with the fight choreography.
None.
I do gotta ask, what fight choreography?
Oh wow.
There you go. It was.
There was maybe 8 seconds of actual like martial arts choreography in this.
Even the training. It's like, when did they learn? You understand? It was like they had. I'm looking how they were training in the pit, and I'm like, really? That's the best that you guys can.
The training scenes are okay. Let me stop and rewind. I'm not going in on the movie, but I actually enjoyed it. I thought that when it came to the characterization, because a lot of the movie, 2/3 of the movie was characterization.
Right.
And as a kid who grew up watching the Power Rangers, as it premiered in the 90s,
Right.
The kids were just all perfect. Jason, Zach, Billy, and then they were just these perfect little kids that were worried about being late for Glee Club and all that fly crap. And I like that these kids actually were a bit more on the real side. Yeah, they relegated Jason to just the leader because he's the resident white guy, so of course he's going to be the leader. But when it came to Zach and Billy and Trini and them, they were really good. Kimberly, she has her whole thing where, oh my God, the popular girls don't like me anymore, so I'm going to do that thing where I'm a girl, so I cut my hair.
Did the Billie Jean.
And then I'm just like, I love the fact that when she goes back, because she gets into it with these girls that used to be her friends, and they're like on some mean girl stuff because Kimberly did something foul to one of the others, and she cuts her hair, and everyone in the school's like, oh, hey, Kim. People, girls, teenage girls, whoever watching this, people aren't that invested in your hair. No one cares that much about your hair. I promise you.
But that's kind of the beauty of it, because to teenage girls, it's a big deal. It's like, especially if she's that girl that had long hair her whole life.
Okay.
And then, it's like, whoa.
Okay, I'm sure that's very important to you. Everyone else, not so much.
Right.
What somebody said to me, as far as with the movie, he asked me a question, were you a fan of the original Power Rangers? I was like, no, I wasn't a really big fan of the original. Okay. So we were talking back and forth because he liked it, and he said it worked. I did like Rita a little bit. I thought Rita was pretty cool. It was wasn't bad. I liked Rita. I think they could have got someone else to play it, but I kind of liked the part. To me, that was my favorite part out of the whole movie. Yeah. But if you were a fan of the original, I can see you liking a movie. I can see that.
I did.
It didn't stray too far away.
Yeah, it was cool. I just one thing that kind of bugged me, aside from the fact that the action was for a Power Rangers movie pretty minimal. They need to fix that in the sequel. Did you catch the whole 90-minute Krispy Kreme joke? Where the whole movie basically kind of turned out to just be a Krispy Kreme's commercial?
Basically.
Oh,
no.
Basically. When you have no. When you have Rita, the main villain, sitting in a Krispy Kreme, because that's where, to spoiler alert, the Zeo Crystal, which is what she's after because she wants to take it out and destroy everything, it's located at the bottom of what we find as a Krispy Kreme's donut shop. And they say it so many damn times, we have to get to Krispy Kreme's. I'm like, this is a commercial. Next thing they're going to show me is Rita sitting in the Krispy Kreme's donut, eating a damn donut. And that's what happens in the
That's exactly what happens.
I wonder if there's a story. It would be cool if there's a story behind it. Like if the creator of Power Rangers loved Krispy Kreme or whoever,
I don't know. I think that they were just... Yeah,
but then if it's just random, then it's like...
Maybe they're the original investors.
It's so that I think that's they're investors in the film, and it's just like working this Krispy Kreme's bit, and it totally took me out of the movie. For what I did enjoy, it totally looks like I stopped and I see her sitting on the table eating a donut while the Zords are fighting outside. I'm like, this is a damn Krispy Kreme's donut commercial.
Placement.
All right, let me see if we can run through this. So Zazie Beetz, allegedly there's great chemistry between her and Ryan Reynolds. So looking forward to that when it comes to the Deadpool series.
They have good chemistry. Do we know this for a fact, or are we just speculating?
This is the rumor. Now I don't know what they mean by great chemistry, where they're going with it. A lot of people looking to check out the new Furious movie, if it's really gonna hold weight.
Fate of the Furious, like the umpteenth movie that apparently just finds new ways to just being balls crazy. But all right,
it's like 007, man.
Yeah, at this point.
Well, the rumor mill is that the two, Johnson and Vin Diesel are not getting along.
They never get along.
They said the same thing when Paul Walker was in it, that Vin Diesel and Paul Walker didn't get along. And they were good friends. So it's
the main crux, if you notice, between the two male leads, it's always contention. It's like the brotherly rival, like the sibling rivalry crap. So it starts off with Toretto, who I guess is Vin Diesel's character, and Paul Walker's character. They don't like each other, but they're boys. Then it goes from The Rock to Vin Diesel's character, and they don't get along, but they're boys. And now it's The Rock and Jason Statham character. They don't get along, but they have to work together now in this next one because Charlize Theron is pissing people off. So, but I don't know. So we'll see. You guys will see. I don't really care.
I'm going. I gotta go.
Now, are you guys going to see The Circle with Emma Watson?
No.
With the social media thing where she's like being followed by the cameras? That's a Netflix movie for me, personally. Yeah. That's like HBO if it's on.
Okay. The next rumor mill, which I think it's a little bit beyond a rumor at this part, Matt Damon playing Darkseid in Justice League.
Hell no.
That's
Why?
Because I'm friends with Ben Affleck.
How is he?
Obviously, right?
How is he going to play Darkseid?
I don't know.
That's like saying I'm going to play Galactus.
Get out
Oh
of
my God, that picture.
Get out of here.
No, he looks like just like a really bloated Palpatine.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
I don't know about that one. I mean, I don't recall. Well, no, he was kind of a villain in Interstellar, but that was more of like a preening, scared villain.
Right.
Darkseid is menacing. If you're gonna get an actor, you get like a Keith David, right? Or my dude. Oh my God, who's the guy that's playing Thanos? If they could clone him, I'd be like, let him try both. But like, you gotta have somebody that has some like weight.
You just need to get Kevin Spacey again.
That old mean bastard out of Avatar.
Yeah.
That general,
Yeah, Stephen Lang,
y'all.
that general dude.
He's more of a military. Yeah, I'd picture him as Cable, but like, yeah, you have someone that has like authority, you know, that actually scares. Matt Damon, I'd just be like, Matt, shut up, bro. I'm not even trying to hear what you're trying to say right now. Get out of here with that.
Let's get Negan to do it. We're gonna shake.
Oh man.
Morgan, I can picture him as being a scary kind of like
Let's
dark
do
side
it.
character. There you go. But
Get the
Matt Damon, pass. Who else we
Okay.
got?
Okay. Zac Efron to play Sony's R-rated Venom movie.
With Zac Efron looking adorable in his little cup.
They want him as Eddie Brock?
Eddie Brock.
Yep.
What?
I don't see.
I don't know.
That's the toughest thing with that, man.
You're a Spider-Man aficionado.
He looks
Charles.
like the
I
Harry
think
from the last one.
Hollywood has gotten to a place when they go to, look for people to play these roles. They want to play it safe as freaking possible, man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean? Have an open call. Have people come in and read. See how they fit the part. If I'm not making any sense, it's just like they'll snatch anybody. Oh, he looks good. She looks good. They'll bring in.
They go with which face can be marketable.
Yeah, man. They go.
It's
perfect.
the messed up thing about it is, it's like the guy that played Sandman in Spider-Man 3. I saw like a picture of him. I'm just like, is he going to be Eddie Brock? Because he looks exactly like him. And he was Sandman. I'm just like, but then we got freaking dude from that 70s show. And I'm like, he's Eddie Brock. And I'm like, no. Just no.
Right.
You know, so Zac Efron is done.
I can't see that.
I don't know. I just don't see him even really having a grudge with people like that. What problem is that? Who are you beefing with? Who's making your life a hard, experience? Get the hell out of me. Skip.
Skip. Okay. All right. Well, they're working on the script currently for the reboot of G.I. Joe. They want to create something a little bit more contemporary. That's the wording they're saying. They want something more contemporary. I guess that's the way for them to say more gritty.
Gritty, yeah. I'm like, that's what I was waiting for. Contemporary how? Because the last one took place in more or less modern day with the advanced tech. So
Right.
Clarify your terms. Don't use buzzwords. I hate Hollywood for the reason that they use just terms that they don't really define. But we're just supposed to connect with whatever the hell they're saying.
It's supposed to be like coded language.
Dark, edgy, gritty, more realistic. I'm like, dude, you're talking about space aliens and freaking transforming robots. What are you talking about? Realistic? We're not real.
Well, you know what? Very interesting. The two, well, I can't say reboots, but we got all excited. G.I. Joe, live action, blah, 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 blah. CC, what do you think about the female representation in those two films? Do you think they did the female characters justice, or they just kind of threw them in there because G.I. Joe had predominant women in the past?
I think G.I. Joe in general has kind of struggled in that realm, specifically because for years, like, they always catered to just boys, and that was kind of like their and that was like a big thing, like just like Barbies cater to just girls. So it is kind of a interesting thing, and I think they do need to incorporate that more, especially with the ways that the laws have changed, where women can serve on special forces and infantry combat. So it is a lack, and I think they just kind of stuck them in there. They need to develop characters a little more. Because there were none really memorable to me.
No, it's an afterthought.
Fairness.
I'm like,
Oh, we
there are
gotta
women
have
where?
some-
Like, all I remember is The Rock, and yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
I
think
don't
like
remember
when it
any
came-
women in that movie.
Yeah, when it came to the female characters in the other G.I. Joe movies, like you knew Baroness in the first one because she was like a
Right.
staple villain.
Right.
Right.
And then she disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had, I guess, some other chick that took the place of the original girl whose name I can't remember.
Mhm.
Right.
Red. And I wanted to like her. I feel like they tried maybe a little too hard to like make her one of the guys and how,
Right.
ill she was. But she was cool. She was functioning. And then it was just the most
Functioning.
interesting part of the film to me wasn't even the main cast of guys. It was Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow.
Right.
The only characters I've ever really cared about in G.I. Joe.
Right.
Period. So
Right.
make a solo movie for him.
Yeah, I just thought about it. I know it's random. No one ever really talks about it. But, the whole debate, we need more strong female characters. We need more strong female characters. Well, G.I. Joe has a really deep well of stories, especially if you're into the comic books. Or actually, even the TV show, where you could really, Lady J, Scarlet, Zorana, which they don't talk about it too much, that's Zartan's sister, obviously Baroness. Yo, there's a lot of material there.
Actually just do
Bring
a
them to the
solo
fore.
movie with
They
the
could do
women.
a whole show on just them.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
But they don't
do a
put them in the
whole movie with
lamp.
just
Like, they
the
don't
women.
push them enough.
Right.
Yeah, like I was jumping back to what you were saying before, Cece, when it came to women in special forces. Like, for one, just so you guys know, I don't get along with girls, but I will fight to the death for your guys' rights and representation. I said
Thank
that before the
you.
show. That was on my script. My thing is, you could totally have a girl-centric G.I. Joe movie where they're fighting other characters and
Wow,
they
yeah.
band together to fight the Baroness, who is arguably one of the most noticeable or like distinguishable villains in G.I. Joe. We know Destro.
Right.
We know Storm Shadow. And then there's Baroness, who, whenever you go to a con, you will find someone with some G.I. Joe stuff,
Zartan.
and Baroness will be there. Zartan.
I need some Zartan in my life. Zartan is my
Zartan
favorite.
would be cool, too.
character.
So they could totally, if they're trying to get people
Yep.
back into it, they are rebooting it again, I would totally be down for a G.I. Joe unit that's primarily manned by females. Just because it raises the question and gives you a little throwaway line of G.I. Joe, huh?
Right.
Where's Joe?
Right. Right. That would
So,
be
I don't know.
So, all right, we're going to end here. But definitely, we're going to talk more about that next week. Tonight's the final of the show that Drew will not watch anymore. He's like, yeah, that about covers it.
Pause, yeah. There's no, I gotta say on that one, yeah.
So check that out.
Badlands is back. Watch that.
Which one?
Into the Badlands, that's back.
Yes. Well, yeah, when what you call it? The Walking Dead goes out, the Badlands come in.
True.
And the fight choreography steps it up. So, all right, we'll see you guys next week. In fact, we'll talk about the Badlands and just how this new season's going. Thank you so much, CC.
Thank you.
All right, Charles, a.k.a. Sensei Vegan.
Vegan plant man.
And how do you say it? You're the most surly nerd?
Oh my god. Internet's earliest nerd, Ota Drew.
How do you say that in one breath, dude? It sounds like another language. And I'm Seven, and we'll see you next time on Eclectica Live. That's right, y'all.